Hi, Dr. Cranky's back again. Today we're going to look at the bells and reflectors, bells, front and rear reflectors. Usually the final thing you do on your bike, you make sure you've got a bell so you can warn people that you're coming, and front and rear reflectors so cars, headlights can reflect off the bike so you're visible at night. So we'll go through that today. The bell, very common for this to get damaged when it falls on the ground or it's turned upside down, and there's a little screw underneath here. You have to remove the old one, and this has to wind, the screw has to wind all the way out. You pull that out, so you can see that little screw, Phillips head screw that goes in there. There's two different diameter handlebars. There's a thin one, most are thin or smaller diameter. I think it's 22.2, and then there's a larger 25.4 or 1 inch diameter, but usually it's the smaller diameter. If you've got a larger diameter bell and a smaller diameter handlebar, use an old piece of grip. So we've cut that off the end of a grip. You can cut that in half or use it full length, and you put that in there so if we needed. Bulk that out, we could put that in there like that. So that goes back on here. I find an easy way to do this when you're putting the bell back on is start it upside down. Well, make sure it's the right direction around. So I was putting that the wrong direction. So you want the dinger to be on that side. So put it on and then turn it upside down. And then you can start the screwing from the top, because it gets harder later on. Once it gets to a certain point, then you push it in and finish it off. It has to be nice and tight so it doesn't move. Make sure the bottom isn't touching the shifters, because that'll dull the bell. Just make sure it's working. Bing. So that's not moving. That's on. So when we started, oops, don't let that drop out. Start it upside down on the handlebar, and then turn it this way. Come from the bottom to the final bit. There we go. Check it's nice and tight. Done. On reflectors, front and rear reflector. This reflector is on the stem, but usually they go on the handlebar. So we'll take this one off. This is fine, but just for the reflectors will have two screws, one for attaching it to the handlebar, and this other one adjusts the angle. So you get the other one that adjusts the angle, so it's always facing towards the front of a bike, but vertical to the ground. So if it's facing up in the air on the bike, it's not going to reflect the light. It has to be facing directly horizontal to the ground in a vertical plane, so the car lights are coming off and reflecting off. So we've got one of these. It goes directly on the handlebar. Wind the one screw out, and when you do this, make sure this one doesn't drop on the ground. So the little nut at the other end, often when you do that, it drops on the ground, and then you'll search looking for it. So when you do this, just put your hand underneath, make sure you don't lose that nut at the other end. So in here, bend it around, and these are usually the right way up. Screw that one in. So it's tight, and then the adjustment for the side to side, you can adjust that other one so it's side. You get it directly facing forward, there's a little nut in there. So wind that bolt completely out, keeping your finger over here so that that doesn't fall out. Right over the top. And tighten it up. Usually a bit towards the centre if you can. Tight, and then in behind here is this other nut for adjusting the angle so it's parallel with this. And when we get it on the ground we can check the angle this way. That looks about right. The rear reflector again. The same. We have this bolt for attaching it tightly to the seat post, and this one here for adjusting the angle, and this one has that little spacer in there as well, so it's tight on the seat post. And as you get that on, it's often good to have it. If I put this down low, then it's hard to adjust the seat post down, and also the reflector is maybe obscured by the wheel, so always try and put the reflector as high up on the seat post as possible. So you like to take, again, don't lose that nut when you take it out. Nice and tight so it doesn't move side to side. This one here, tighten this bolt up in here. And also, if you need extra room, mount this the other way up. A little bit more room there. Make sure the angle's correct. With seats with just normal rails, not the springs, this can mount a lot higher, so these don't get in the way. And get the angle right. There we go. Final check, once you put the reflectors and bell on, is to check the angle. So you need to have the bike on the ground, so it's at the level, on level ground, and then check that these angles are correct. So the front reflector, see that's too high, it needs to be pointed down, and this one here we can see is facing too high. So we need to get in here, we need to get this angle so it's facing vertical to the ground, and so a horizontal light can come in here and it's going to reflect off there. If it's facing, as it was before, it was facing too close towards the ground, and this one here was facing up in the air, and then we can retighten these. This is facing forward and vertical to the ground. It's facing to the rear, yep, and vertical to the ground, so the light is reflected. So there we are. Do that final check before you send the bike out. Happy riding.